try that and see how that looks. So, I'm trying to figure out the camera. So I told you guys, we're live. This is our life, and this is raw every day. I mean, you're actually getting me with makeup on, and that doesn't usually happen. And my hair is still really red after a few washes. But hopefully after Halloween it'll kind of die down. We'll see. I like it. It's better than what was going on before. So, guys, so I'm just using some ground Italian sausage from Walmart. I buy them and I throw them right in the freezer, and they're like, I believe they're under $3, and so makes a good meal. Alright, apparently our smoke detector is still working. Alright, but we were actually looking. I'm gonna wash my head. We were actually looking at my videos last night on the TV, and I thought my phone was doing okay, but I want to give you guys some good videos. Oh my goodness, I'm setting up all the fire alarms now. Alright, bear with me, guys. It's gonna have to wait. I'll be back. So apparently they work when they want to work, so I'll bring you guys back over to the skillet. Like, oh guys, yeah, remember to remove your paper. I'm trying to figure out, sorry, I'm trying to find my spatula, which I used last night. Anyways, what I was saying before was trying to get better videos out to you guys. So I'm going to just drain the meat and just pour it in the crock pot. Guys, this is tricky, trying to figure this out. I'm going to take you on my let's learn how to use the camera here. I'm going to have to buy like a, I don't know, I'm going to have to buy something to figure this out. But like I said, I want to bring you guys some good audio. And to do that, we're going to have to really run some camera shots. So. But when we looked at, we finally got the stinking tripod, or the stinking thing to load up onto the camera. Like, so when you plug in your USB cord to your computer, it wasn't reading well the side port on my daughter's computer. For some reason it like glitches and it like doesn't read the cords very well. So I switched it onto the other side. We were sitting there trying to read the manual, and he's like, Jack was looking at it to help me out on it, and he's like, is this all that it came with? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I might have to sit down and do this on a day when I got time. And I said, I'm telling you. I said, that's why I put it on the back burner. But guys, I linked down this camera in the description box below. If you are a new vlogger out there on YouTube, or you're starting your blog, or you just want to start learning how to use a camera, I highly recommend this one because it was $89.99 out the door. And if you got Prime, you don't have to pay for shipping, and it's at your house within 2 days. Oh, guys, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. So I just put a can of hot chili beans into the chili. And then this is just a diced tomatoes. And it calls for crushed tomatoes too. But I didn't have any, and you could totally like improvise. It's the same taste. It's just going to be a little chunkier, which is totally fine, and I don't mind. So I'm going to put 3 cans of the diced tomatoes in it. I like them because they have these tops. But I try and keep most of this stuff in my pantry on hand. Jack got paid last week, and, before, yeah. So anyways, he'll get paid this Friday again, but I actually did not do any grocery shopping. Okay, well, not as far as dinner grocery shopping goes. I had to get like lunch meat and pita pockets for Marty for lunch. So I went ahead and just did like a $30 Walmart pickup and called it good. But my freezers are full right now. Both refrigerators are full. There's still, I probably have another week left. But I am going to go ahead and get, we budget like $250 for groceries. So I'm going to go ahead and drain the black beans in the sink. I'll show you guys real quick. So I just take the colander, guys, and I just drain. And I just drain it. So anyways, what I was saying was, I am trying to just use what's in the house right now. And you know what's funny is I actually was able to make dinner for our nephew, Jack's, well, my nephew too. So anyways, for Jack's nephew, ow, Jack's got toys all over this house. Anyways, from our nephew, they had their baby over the, so we didn't go over till like Tuesday to go see him because everybody was really busy. Mondays are usually my crazy day. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so Mondays are usually my crazy day, especially if we've had a busy weekend. You know, I believe that weekend we did. I remember, what were we doing? Oh, we were doing the community cleanup. Guys, if you ever have an opportunity to get out in your community and help, I highly recommend it. It's very humbling to get out there and help and clean up trash. And I even found $10. And it was funny. So we were at Ross getting the baby some stuff because I wanted to take some stuff over. And anyway, so this man comes up to my car window and he's like, do you have any money so I can get some dinner? And I had $15 in my pocket, but I used it at Ross. So I had no cash. And then Marty's like, Mom, I have $10. And I'm like, oh, sir, hang on. And so he came back and we gave him that $10. And he was, I mean, he walked away with his head down. And when we did that, he was going the opposite way to go find some dinner. So that was pretty awesome. So, but yeah, it was fun going out there. And just, there was a lot of people. There was a lady that was even in a walker out there. I mean, and she was an older lady. Her and her husband, and I mean, they did lot after lot, and that was very motivating too. So, guys, I totally screwed up, but I didn't tell you. I put the black beans in there, and then I put in just a can of diced green chilies, and then now it calls for, I believe, yep, a whole can of pumpkin. And guys, Walmart has extremely good prices, especially for our area. And they have a free pickup. As long as you spend $30 or more, you can have a free pickup. You just pay your shipping. And so we have a set budget for our groceries. And I spend $250 every 2 weeks. And I'm usually trying to be super frugal with what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to stock the pantry, stock the freezers, and keep fresh fruits and vegetables in the house all the time. But my other thing too is we usually have unexpected company sometimes. Like Mart and Jack's grandpa will come up on a run and he'll be like, oh, I'm coming. And I'm like, okay. And so I don't stress about it because I have put, you know, I have food in my freezers to make it work. You know, I would help Toby and Kelsey to come over. That's my sister and brother-in-law. That's Jack's brother, and he was in the previous video when we were in the Wallapies, and that was a lot of fun. And then, so, yeah, I'd done it before where I hadn't kept things stocked like that, and we had company come over one time, and I had nothing to feed them. And it was dinner time. They had arrived at dinner time. Like, I hadn't even started cooking when they showed up, and it got to be dinner time. And I was like, ah. And Jack was working on their car, and I was sitting there like, crap, what do I do? You know, I don't have anything. I have enough to feed us, but not enough to feed them. So over time I have gotten, and I'll probably do a video, I'll show you the pantry and the freezers and how I do things. But look for your sales and shop your sales. Shop what's in season. What can I freeze? What can I buy bulk? What can I, you know, add one extra thing to my list to make my life easier later. Same with your toiletries. I do that a lot. I buy like a decent toilet paper. It lasts me a month, you know, and it was kind of neat because I usually buy the Great Value toilet paper, but they didn't have it, so they gave me like Angel Soft. And Walmart's cool because what they end up doing is they'll substitute. So if they downgrade your product, then you get it for free, and if they upgrade you, you get it for the same price of the product you were originally wanting. And so it's a win-win. But the Charmin was, or the Angel Soft was pretty good. Now I just buy it, and that whole pack in there has lasted me a month. So sit down, run lists, figure out what your family uses the most, and then find sales for them. Also, guys, Big Lots is a good one. Another place I like to shop for snacks. I like Sam's Club too, but I haven't done my membership in a really long time. But Big Lots has been really good for snacks. They get big bulk boxes in there of granola bars and fruit snacks and cereals and stuff. I mean, even your baking goods. Just kind of check that out. They run ads every now and again. Well, no, they do. They run ads, a circular, I think every 2 weeks or every month or something. And there's an app that you guys should download. I'll link it in the description box below, but it's called Flip. And it will give you all your ads for your area of what's on sale, and then you can tailor it to that. And like your grocery stores, a lot of them now are doing pickups, like ours for the first 3 are free. And after that, it's like $4.95, but they have coupons on there. So you go to your digital coupons like our Smiths does, and they've got a ton of stuff. So they're like, they'll give you a free pickup if you purchase this item. And if it's something you're going to get already, then that's a win-win. So anyways, what I was saying before, I will link down this recipe in the description box below. It's a really good recipe. I doctor it up a little bit, so play around with your spices too. That's a big deal. So guys, I'll show you really quick. I have a highly, highly stocked spice cabinet in here. I will just kind of bring you up a little bit here and show you. This took a lot of time and a lot of years to perfect and get like a rhythm going with it. So, oh, also Ross too gets spices. Like, guys, let me show you. I bought this at Ross. It's turmeric powder. This right here, turmeric. I think I took the tag off. But it was like literally like $2.99. We use it all the time. It stains, but it's like super tasty. But anyways, yeah, if you are trying to get your kitchen going and get a flow going, and you know you're new to this, and it's going to take some time. It's going to take time to figure out what you and your family are going to need and what you guys like to keep on hand. Guys, I'm telling you, your baking goods are the best things to keep on hand. Your flour, sugar, your baking sodas. So like we got, Marty was in here, but I keep baking soda, baking powder, salt, cornstarch, salt and pepper. I mean, anything you can think of in this cabinet is in here right now. But you don't have to be expensive when you're doing it. That is the one thing. Walmart is actually, they've come out like with their Great Value brand. These are 98 cents. It doesn't cost a lot to stock. And I mean, if you're doing it every 2 weeks and you're adding like an item to your list, then that makes it a lot easier. So, and then you can stock a little bit faster that way. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get my spices going on this. I use crushed, like I buy the Himalayan salt. I actually bought that at Ross, a big, here I'll show you, it was a big jug. Oh, right here. That thing was in there pretty good. So this guy right here, pink Himalayan salt, sea salt, and this was compared at $12, and I think I got it for like $7.99 or $5.99. I mean, that's going to last us a year just using it. So that's not a bad deal. But yeah, so this pumpkin chili is going to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see what I'm working on over here as I'm doing it. And also, while I am thinking about it, guys, keep your kitchens clean. It is so nice to come into your kitchen and cook when your kitchen is clean. I am more inclined to come into my kitchen and cook a meal when I have space to work in. And if there's dishes in the sink or if it's just chaotic, I'm like, ah, you know? And you got to tackle that first to get to that. So, like right now, our dishwasher is broken, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. I don't feel like it's the end of the world. I was literally working without a dishwasher, working a part-time job. I was pregnant and, you know, going into town to pick Marty up from school every day for 4 days a week. You know, and my dryer was broken at the time. So I was hanging laundry, I had no dishwasher, and I was pregnant, and I was working. So I was able to keep up with it because that, like the key word, keeping up with it. So when I got home, I was throwing a load in. When we got done with a meal, we were washing the dishes. We did not let it pile up on us because we didn't have time. We didn't have time with the schedule going on to be able to manage that chaos. And so what I've come to learn over the years is if you just do it when it's there, instead of waiting, then you can get it done faster. And delegate things. My daughter's 14 years old. I mean, she is capable of getting in there and helping us. So, and even little man, he's going to be 3 in January. And he is very much capable of helping too. So get your kids in there helping. Hang on, I got to grab the garland, guys. And I also, at Walmart, I buy bulb garlic like this. And buy the bag. It doesn't cost very much. It's like, I think the last time I bought it was like a couple bucks. But you can use it for a long time. But we are super frugal around here, guys. You gotta be with a family of 4. And try and cook at home. I mean, we're not, I will tell you straight up, we are not 100% good about cooking at home all the time. No. We like to go eat out, but I think when it comes down to it, we like to have that family time together because Jack works a lot of hours. And so on the weekend, sometimes it is nice to, you know, get up and go and hang out. But when you take a family of 4 out to a restaurant and little man is actually starting to eat like we do, I mean, he eats pretty stinking good. But I'm noticing now that when we go out to eat, it's about $60 for us to go eat a meal. And when you do that, I mean, a lot, it adds up quick. So we notice that I have noticed a lot of our money goes to eating out sometimes. But I want to start putting a budget in for that. And so if there's a budget set for things that you and your family enjoy doing, and you look at that budget and you go, okay, so I have $100 this month budgeted for us to eat out. And you can spend it and you don't have to worry about it because you know where you're at in the bank and you have put that money aside to go do those things. And it's you don't have to think about it. It's the same thing with our fuel. So I have certain things that are budgeted out of every paycheck that I know is delegated to that specific item, that specific thing that we have to do. So groceries, $250. Every 2 weeks goes to groceries. And sometimes, and I give myself a little leeway, it just depends if there are things on sale or whatever. But when you run your pickups, you know what you're spending. You don't have impulse buying, which is super, super nice. You're not running through the store going, oh my God, this looks so good, I gotta buy it. But how am I gonna budget that in with all the other things that I need to do? You just don't, you know. There are some things that you can throw in and some things that you just, either you make it at home or you just go without. And most of the time it's like goodies. So you're really not hurting yourself in that. But what I was just thinking too is you don't have your kids at the store saying, I want this. And Walmart has toys and little man knows that Thomas the Train is there. So I'm going to bring you guys down and show you real quick as I'm talking. So all I'm doing is I just shelled the garlic, and I am just gonna cut it up. Hang on. So, and I'll clean that up later. But I'm just gonna just dice it up a little bit. And then tonight I'll make corn muffins to go with it. My famous Dave's corn muffins that everybody loves. And so those are pretty good. And guys, this is a chunky chili, so you don't really need to be precise. I mean, literally nothing fancy. You just throw it right in there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors real quick and cut the bag open of onion. Marty's not a huge fan of onion, but we all like onion, so it gives your chili really good flavor. And this is a fun chili for fall. I like all the chunky vegetables in it. We're still eating well, and it's a good lunch the next day. But we're in the 80s right now. It doesn't really feel like it, but good old Arizona making its can't make up its mind. Our monsoons have been terrible too here. We are in a drought right now. Birds are going crazy. Rabbits are going crazy. It's a chunky chili. Just chunk them up. Jack, I know if you're watching, babe, you're going to be like, you suck at cutting onions. And that is okay. We're getting it done. And now my eyes feel like they're going to be catching on fire. They're burning. Alright. Oh yeah, this is a stout onion, guys. Oh, I'm going to look like I'm frying. But yeah, just one yellow onion. You can buy those at Walmart or your Smith's. I don't know like what your guys' grocery stores are. We only have a Smith's here. We have 2 Safeways, and we have a Bashas'. And that's it. That and Walmart. So, whoo-wee, guys. I'm going to wash my hands. That was some stout onion. Okay. So let me check this recipe and see what else I need. Okay, so we got the onion in there. Got the garlic. Oh, cayenne pepper. Guys, that is an acquired taste. That is more or less will make your chili fun. We prefer like less with the kids. So where's my cayenne? And trying to remember where you put everything too. That is something I haven't mastered yet. So I know it's in here. Here we go. So all I'm gonna do, I bought this one at Walmart, and it's a Spanish kind. It's cheaper. So, totally cool with that. Let's see if it was still open. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a little sprinkle in there, just a little, nothing too crazy. I want everybody to be able to eat it, so. Okay, so, oh, chili powder. Let's see, chili powder. Same thing, guys. Walmart, 98 cents. So, half a tablespoon. And keep, like, your drawers good. I keep well stocked because it just makes life a lot easier when you're trying to cook in your kitchen. And, you know, especially if you're working. If you're a working mom or you're a working dad, or heck, if you're a working grandma, you know, just makes life a lot easier. I'm home. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm fortunate that way. But that comes with its sacrifices. We know that. I mean, he's making okay money now, but it wasn't always like that. And, so we're just trying to put it away and save. If you are a stay-at-home mom, that is our responsibility to make sure that we are in control of finances and we know what's coming in and what's going out. And, you know, we're making sure that we're putting stuff away for a rainy day, for retirement, for the future. You know, especially if you guys are living on a good income, your house is paid off, you have no car payments. So, like right now, our house is paid off. That's a story for another day. But we were fortunate enough that our house is paid off. We have no car payments because our cars are really old, but next year we're probably going to join that club. And because I don't think our cars are going to last much longer. And hey, you. Oh, guys, we got a pee break. Alright guys, sorry about that. Jack had to go pee and he wanted to take a bath. He was getting chilly. I was running the cooler off and on, so. Alright guys, so I think I'm about there. Like I said, it's a pretty simple recipe. I've got all my spices in there. And then I'm just gonna show you. I need to mix it, but I'll show you what I did. So there's that. And then I'm just gonna take it over here. I've actually been running the crock pot on low to warm it up. So, I'll bring you guys over and show you. Oh, guys, get yourself a spoon rest. Things are nice. You can find them for super cheap. I think they sell my Dollar Tree for $1. So, anyways, let me bring the camera off the tripod. Okay, guys, so that is the chili in the crock pot. And then I'm just gonna stir it around in here, get it mixed up real good, because see how thick that pumpkin is. And it seems super thick right now, but as it cooks, it'll get kind of watery and it'll start to do its thing. So don't add water to it even though it looks like it needs it. And I'll show you guys a little bit after it's been cooking. So yeah, that's about what it'll be, and I'll put the top on it and cook it. And so it'll be this recipe, but I will link it down. Actually, I'll just write it down in there and then give it to you guys. But I did a few tweaks to it. And when my mom gets here, I'll throw the mushrooms in there and the zucchini. And then I'm going to cook it on low for 7 to 8 hours. So I've got some time. I might start it on high for a couple of hours. And then, in fact, I am going to start that on high. Get that kind of cooking up, and then a couple hours, and then I'll turn it back to low towards evening time before I get Marty from school. So yeah, that is it. So guys, I hope you try it. Don't be opposed to the pumpkin. It sounds weird, but you really don't taste it in here. But pumpkin has a lot of health benefits. And I know there's, like you see, there's the diced onion in there. But I like to dice onion and put that on top. And I also have green onion out in the garden growing. And I'll cut some of that and put that on there. And then, yeah, I know we got our blueberries. Okay, and just like that, and let it go. And that's all you got to do. So, I'll bring you guys back in a little bit and show you when it's been cooking up a little bit longer. But it's really yummy, it's hearty, it's nutritious. Make some cornbread to go on the side, sprinkle cheese and onion on top, a little sour cream. Bye! It's delicious. Alright guys, so Mom brought down, she was in Kingman, so she got the zucchini and the mushrooms, and I'm going to go ahead and slice them and throw them in the crock pot. Alright guys, so the zucchini has just gone in. You can see it's getting liquidy and it's bubbly. And there's all the mushrooms. I added the whole thing. It calls for, I believe, like a cup? Oh, 2 cups of mushrooms. Alright, so then we're good. Everything adds up good. So it's a good thing she got the big one. And yeah, we'll stir it and keep letting it go. Stir it and get them down in there real good. And get all those beans and that turkey. And guys, you can substitute the turkey for ground beef. You can substitute it for chicken. I have pretty much done all of them. I bet you could even substitute it for sausage. like sliced sausage, kielbasa. Alright guys. And there you have it. And then I'm just going to take my top and close it up. And that, my friends, is it. And I'll bring you back when we top plates and we make cornbread. So the chili is done, and we put them in bowls to cool, and we topped them with cheese. And I made corn muffins to go with it. My Famous Dave's corn muffins. Where's my recipe at? So my old-fashioned sweet corn muffins. I'll link that recipe in the description box below, guys. These are, I've made different recipes of corn muffins, and these are by far the best ones. And then Jack's got his plate in the microwave because he won't get here till late. And then there's leftovers. So I told you it'd get runny. It got runny. So definitely don't add your water to it. Are you excited to eat?
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and eat some chow. And you guys all have a great night, and I will catch you later. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And I will see y'all later. Jack, can you tell them bye?